Otherwise you say it's an oversimplification to think that, if you had had longer notice, we could have been up and running very fast, because and also indeed you can't just pull Iraqi-speaking Arabists off the shelf.
That's right.
Within that, what more could have been done to get up and running quicker, and what sort of a difference might it have made, given what you were able to achieve after you got up and running at scale in Iraq?
It's a very good question. It's a hard one to answer. I suspect there are a number of dimensions to it. One is that we would have been probably starting earlier to build up our pool of Iraqi competent linguists, and we'd have been starting earlier to think about the analytic resources that we needed. So it was an internal capability thing we would have done.
That would have required, what, at least 6 months lead time?
Well, it's more a case that every month earlier you start helps. I mean, it took us in terms of linguists several years to get to the point where we wanted to be. We were still building up through 2004, 2005, 2006. So every extra month or 2 or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6 helps. So I don't think there is a single number you can put on that.
Right.
For example,
to what extent, if at all, were budgetary constraints a factor in this?
Not at all as far as I can remember.
Not at all, no. You had all the money you needed. That wasn't the problem.
We were not talking about huge amounts of money really. The other factor there, if our engineers were building that, then they weren't building something else. So they were spending money, in the short term they were spending money on one thing rather than another thing.